Oh god, I don't know who just walked in the front door, but somebody else is home and I feel like I really gotta make this quick before it gets even fucking louder in here. Hi guys, my name is Lacey of Spookless and Fat Hips, and welcome back to my YouTube video. I don't know why am I pointing in all of my intros now? I don't know. Forever disclaimer, there's a dryer going next to my head. I can't help it anymore. I can't wait for these people. I have shit to do. We are good. We are thriving. We are filming. We're doing yet another tag video because every once in a while just a really good tag comes around and just this motion is me jumping on the bandwagon. You gotta jump on that bandwagon and do the tag video. So today we're doing the Truthful YouTuber tag, which was created by Thompson here on YouTube, who, by the way, is like the coolest fucking person ever. Oh my god, I wish that I was like a fraction as cool as Mel is. This one's a zesty one though. I gotta tell you, this one's zesty, this one's a little spicy, this one's a little controversial, because this is definitely designed to, this tag was designed to get us YouTubers to spill a little bit of tea. And I do have a little bit of tea to spill in this video. I was hesitant if I should even do this tag or not because I feel like this tag was designed for YouTubers slightly larger than myself. I know that Mel is obviously much larger of a channel than myself. And a lot of this is like PR centric and I don't really have a lot of experience dealing with that. But I also felt like that might be a good reason to do this tag. Also, I just like talking about doing YouTube because it's one of those things that you don't know what it's like unless you do it. And I think that's why I've gotten so close with the little squad that I have, because we can all vent about doing this together. Getting right into it. Question number 1. Have you ever received a product, tried it, didn't like it, and decided not to review it? I don't get PR. I don't know what it is about me, about my channel. I've seen lots of companies reach out to my peers, reach out to channels in similar size. I don't ever get PR. That's like half by choice, half not, if I'm gonna be honest. A lot of companies that do reach out to me are things that I have absolutely no interest in reviewing, and I am not that desperate enough to get sent free product. And what I mean by that is a lot of companies, I'm assuming, are preying on smaller channels, and I'm assuming also probably younger girls, saying like, oh my god, we'll send you this video if you go through this laundry list of shit that we want you to do for free just for getting this $30 product, or even like less. Like, it's just the desperation of some PR emails that I get is real. Like, and also a lot of companies want you to do a sponsored video without actually being sponsored. Fuck that. And what I mean by that is they'll be like, we'll send you this product, but you need to accomplish this in your video, speak about us for this amount of talent, this amount of time, demonstrate the product, do this, that, and the other thing. They want like a full sponsored video for a $30 product. That has quite literally happened to me for like a skincare brand that I was interested in working with them, but they were going to send me literally like a $30 face mask and they wanted a full dedicated video. It wasn't fucking happening. I'm a grown ass woman with a job. I'd go buy it myself. Fuck off. But like in terms of like real PR, I've only ever been sent one thing in my entire YouTube career. I've been doing this for like a year. It was the Hisina 2 palette from Blush Tribe. I was upfront in that video that it did make me feel a little weird talking about a product that I had received. I like to think that I'm very fair and very unbiased in my reviews, and I don't know, getting PR kind of concerns me that it would influence me in some way. I hope that it wouldn't. But by the way, I'm not like bitching that I don't get PR and like, why doesn't anyone send anything to me kind of way. Like, it's totally fine if people don't want it, like if companies don't want to send me PR. I'm good. The whole reason I started my YouTube channel was because I'm a bitch that buys a lot of makeup and I figured I could talk about it. Like, that's fine. I just, trust me, if I got PR, I would be very honest about it with you guys, but I'm not jumping through any hoops. I work for nobody but myself. I plan to keep it that way. If companies could be kind enough to be like, here's a product, we would love for you to talk about it honestly, but that's not the reality of the situation. Brands realize that this is a money-making operation. They want to capitalize off of you. PR is icky, man. I'm not shaming anyone who gets PR. I would obviously love and be thankful if I did get PR, but some of the stuff that you guys don't see is real icky. and it's unfortunate. Question number 2. Product you use alone but wouldn't show online. Definitely any brand that's like controversial, that especially if I've supported them in the past and I don't support them anymore, or also anything that's not cruelty free. I don't like to really promote that I'm a cruelty free channel really ever. I do have like a small disclaimer in my bio, like underneath the products that I use and all, that I'm wearing rather, in all my videos, because I would say I'm not 100% cruelty free. As of now, everything I buy is cruelty free, but I'm using up a lot of the things that are not in my life that I've just either collected, accumulated, whatever, that I can't donate, that was in like my backup drawer that I haven't found a replacement for, etc. So, I don't know, I'm personally just cruelty free. I don't care if you are. It's just a choice that I've made, so there's that. Question number 3. Product you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. I think somebody else said this in their answer. I still really love Tarte Shape Tape. I think it's a great concealer. It works really well for me. The shades that I've been using work really well for me. I'm at like the tail end of my last tubes of it, and I'm probably not going to rebuy it once I'm out of it. One, because I just can't afford to keep luxury concealers in my life. Not that it's luxury, I guess like high-end concealers in my life anymore. But 2, because I really don't agree with how they addressed the whole, like, it's not, to me, it was never about, like, yes, it was about them having a shitty shade range for their foundations, but more so their horrible, horrific excuse for, like, oh, people are darker in the summer. Like, the way they handled it was trash. So, I don't know. I know that everybody's boycotting Tarte Shape Tape. I do love Tarte Shape Tape, I'm not gonna lie. I do think it's a great concealer. Number 4, do you have any blocked words? And this is referring to if you are a YouTuber, you can put into your settings for the comment section to automatically block certain words. I actually didn't know until Hannah talked about this in a video, Hannah Smoke and Glow, that YouTube doesn't automatically flag racial slurs. So that's fucked up. You would think that they do. So anything like that, any kind of hate language I've blocked. Like, the only thing I've ever assumed that people would like attack me for on YouTube was like being overweight, and I have the word fat in my YouTube channel, so that really doesn't bother me because I could give a shit. Like, so I don't know. I think I have like a couple kind of body shaming-esque terms in my comments, but really nothing. I've been very lucky to have genuinely mostly nice comments, but I do get some shitheads every once in a while. Which leads me to question 5. Do you delete comments? If so, why? Fuck yeah, I do. I always say this, like a long time ago I heard Makeup Struggle say in a video like, this isn't my full-time job, I'll delete comments if I want to. I fully have subscribed to that logic. But even if it was my full-time job, I would still delete comments because I don't feel like anybody has the right to be abused on the internet. I think the excuse that you're putting yourself out there so you should expect for people to be horrific to you is shitty and says a lot about people. That there should ever be scenarios where it's okay to be horrific to somebody. That's fucked up. For me, it's less so like attacking comments. Sometimes it's attacking comments. Like sometimes I'm deleting something where the person's trying to get a rise out of me and I'm having no part of it because I don't respond to that. But I also will delete anything that I feel like, the way that I can best phrase this is, if I think you're trying to get a rise out of me, if I can't tell, if my first reaction is to respond negatively to something that you've left me, I will delete it so I don't think about it, so I don't engage in that way, because I don't want that on my channel. I want my channel to be positive. I don't want to promote negativity. Something that really irks me is YouTubers that do have toxic comment sections or that are fighting back with their comment sections, and I'm not here for that. I feel like YouTube's a hobby. It needs to stay fun. I'm here to keep it fun. Question number 6. Do you block people? I definitely do if it's like a spam channel and you can tell that's spam because the comment is normally like something that it seems like a child most likely wrote. Like, for instance, this video gave me cancer. Like something that like, you know, a 12-year-old wrote. More so, and everybody has had this answer, the best feature on YouTube is the hide user, like hide this user on my channel feature, where the person still thinks that they're commenting, but nobody sees it. That to me is fucking hilarious and so fucking petty. I can't believe YouTube has a feature like that. That is fucking hilarious. Question number 7. Have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with the brand? Absolutely the fuck not. Like I said with the PR question, I don't work for anybody. I am a free agent. My thoughts are completely mine. Fuck that. Absolutely fuck that. That's the reason why I've never been able to accept a lot of PR. I had a sponsorship opportunity that I was really excited about because it was a company that I do really love. I had to turn down because the whole idea of that made me feel sick, because I don't want to feel like I owe a brand anything. I really don't. And there are some really wonderful brands that like follow me and support me on Instagram. And like even them, I don't want to feel like I just don't want to feel like anybody has my opinion bought. And also I value you guys way too much for that. I know that you guys are trusting what I'm saying for product recommendations, and I don't want to fuck with that. I don't want to betray your trust. And you guys are what has created this channel for me, what has created this community for me, not brands. They can fuck off. Like, absolutely the fuck not. Question number 8. Have you ever initially liked a product when you reviewed it, then changed your mind but didn't let your audience know? Not that I can think of. There's definitely probably been like palettes that I thought were like great and amazing and like gonna be my favorites, but then like other things came along and replaced the excitement in my mind. But that's not intentional. I definitely think any review I've ever given on this channel, my thoughts would stay consistently the same if I was going to review them again now. I just might be able to articulate my thoughts better now that I've gotten a couple more reviews under my belt. But not that I can think of, no. Question number 9. Influencer that you don't trust. That would be like any big YouTuber. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but like when you get to a point where like most of what you're reviewing is PR, you're really out of touch with what it's like to be a consumer. You've even and I'm not to not to shit on people who get PR, but you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a certain level where all of a sudden YouTube's not fun anymore. Now YouTube's a business, and that makes me have that ick factor, because now your audience is no longer your audience is your employer, your audience is your cash cow. It's what affiliate codes can they click on, what codes can they use, what products can I get them to buy so that influencers will be on, or so that companies will be on good terms with me rather, what collabs can I get that benefit me, like I don't know. And I'm not here to shit on anyone's hustle. It would be great if YouTube could be some kind of profitable thing for me in the future, but I don't know, maybe I'll feel differently about this if my channel ever did get bigger. Check with me in like a couple years, we'll see where I am if I'm even still doing this. But I just feel like there is a certain ick factor when YouTube becomes your full-time job and you're doing sponsorships in every video and everything. You have that loyalty that was referred to in that other question to brands because you want to stay on those good terms. That's icky to me. I don't know. And plus everyone's always in drama now. Fuck that. Number 10, influencer you trust the most. Obviously, that's going to be my little, like, small influencer squad that I'm a part of here. Smaller channels who are buying things with their own money, who are doing YouTube because they love makeup, they love doing YouTube. They're obviously the ones that I trust the most. They're the ones that I can relate to the most currently where I am. Also, with the big influencer thing, I think a lot of those bigger channels are more geared to people younger than me, which is unfortunate because that you're preying on people who maybe can't make decisions to the best ability. Whereas a lot of smaller channels, especially the ones that I watch, it's an older audience, or it's an older demographic, I should say. It's older YouTubers making content for people my age. It's not children watching their videos, and I think that has a lot to do with why not only do I trust smaller YouTubers so much, but why I feel like I can relate to them so much, besides obviously being a smaller YouTuber myself. Question 11. Secret tips or product application you don't show well on camera. I don't do this on purpose, but like I do my base off camera normally if I'm doing like a get ready with me, let's say. I do my eyeliner off camera, not because I'm trying to keep it a secret, but because it's too obnoxious to try and film that process. I'm really I feel like I'm a very authentic person. I feel like what you see on camera is exactly what I am in person. I don't know. Maybe I'm not big enough to do this tag because my answers aren't zesty enough. Question number 12. Have you ever showed one product but were actually using another? I definitely think I've done this, but not on purpose. And I say that because I copy and paste the makeup on my face section of my description box in every video. And sometimes there'll be a product that I don't quite remember what it was, so I leave whatever the last thing was, but it's always something like whatever brow gel. like whatever face powder. Like when it comes to like my eyeshadow, my lipstick, whatever, my highlighter, I try to make sure that those are, like, I'll leave that makeup out when I know I can't edit the video right away, so that when I do edit it, I can remember what I use, because I want to make sure that those specific color products, you guys can see what I'm wearing, because those are the things that you're interested in. I think if I accidentally put the wrong, like, under eye setting powder, you guys aren't going to probably care that much. Correct me if I'm wrong. Question number 13. Have you ever not disclosed a sponsorship? No. Because the, like, 1 or 2 times I've been offered a sponsorship, I just couldn't go through with it. Because it would be so obvious to you guys. The reason why I've had to turn down, specifically the one sponsorship that I was really excited for, the reason I turned it down ultimately at the end was not because of the company, but because they were like, okay, you have to do this, that, and the other thing, you have to have this by a certain time, show this in the video. It would have felt so inorganic, it would have felt so fake, it would have felt sponsored, it wouldn't have felt authentic. Like, there's no way what they wanted from me was anything that I could do in a way that would be natural to this channel or my videos, and it wasn't worth the money to me. It wasn't worth feeling fake, because I feel like I'm finally at, this is getting deep, but I feel like I'm finally at a point in my life where I can be the authentic, truest version of myself, and I try to present that the best that I can on camera, and I don't want to fuck with that, and I don't want to be a fake version of myself. It just wasn't worth it to me. And I think if I ever was sponsored by something that I was genuinely proud of, so a company that I really did believe in, I would want to share it. I would, like, that would be the ideal. If a company that I really loved reached out to me and gave me the kind of freedom that I'm looking for on YouTube, I would most definitely say it, because that would be such a win-win situation. This is a zinger. This is the tea spiller. Have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? That was question number 14, by the way. Ho ho! Yes, I have. I've definitely shared this story on the Half Cousins podcast, but for those of you who don't watch the podcast or who need a refresher of the situation, when my channel was much smaller than it is now, and I'm not that big of a channel to begin with, but when my channel was a lot smaller than it is now, I did a review of a product. I'm going to be very nondescript with this because I don't want people to speculate on the brand, but if you can put the pieces together and figure it out, please just keep it quietly to yourself. I'm not trying to start shit, but I was reviewing a product, and I had done what I always do and give the pros and cons of the item. The brand, and this was an item, mind you, that I bought myself as a consumer. I had no personal ties to this company whatsoever. The company saw my video and then privately messaged me on my Instagram about concerns that I had raised in the video, and then tried to offer me ways that I could, like, fix it. And I was like, basically, like, one, I was like, it was a weird situation because I had never been reached out to by a brand before, because that was a much newer, smaller channel. So on the one hand, I was like, oh my god, thank you for talking to me. But on the other hand, I was kind of like, thank you, but I stand by what I say. And they were like, oh yeah, that's fine. But then, like, the next morning proceeded to keep messaging me, and they kind of wouldn't let it go. And it got to a point where the language they were using felt very much like they were trying to bully me into changing my video, because they directly did ask me to upload another video. And it got to the point where I had to actually say to them, you didn't pay me, you didn't send me this products, I bought them myself, I'm not affiliated with your brand in any way, shape, or form, absolutely not. And then they stopped messaging me. And it was like, I can't emphasize enough, I was so new to this, I had to message Georgia, I was like, what the fuck do I do right now? And it's a damn shame, because it was a brand that I had genuinely liked, and now I will never talk about that brand on my channel again. They've completely burnt a bridge with me, and I've seen them be really fucking nice to other, to my friends on YouTube, and fuck them. Seriously, fuck them for seeing, I don't know, I want to believe in my heart that they were just like a brand that was so nervous about anything bad being said about their product that maybe they didn't know how to react to my video. But I was such a small fucking channel. that, like, seriously, how dare you? Because at that point, I wasn't even an influencer or a YouTuber or a micro-influencer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I was a consumer. I was a consumer who had bought their product, who just happened to put myself on camera. So absolutely fuck them for treating me the way that they did. If they ever want to reach out to me and apologize, that's cool. I hope that they do. But they've definitely burnt that bridge with me, and I will never use their products on camera again. If they release something really fucking dope tomorrow, I wouldn't buy it. And I've like really teetered with telling you guys like who specifically it was. And again, I ask you guys, if you can put the pieces together and figure out who you think it is, please do not speculate in the comments. I will end up deleting it. I'm not starting that fight. I'm just sharing with you guys the experience that I had, because it made me feel so uncomfortable and I think it was so wrong. And I really, to this day, stand by the criticisms I had of that particular product and that particular review. And I don't think it was cool that a brand saw my video, saw how small I was, and thought that they could treat me in a way that would influence my thoughts. Absolutely not. Heck no. Question number 15. Have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thoughts on a particular product? I know I definitely have. It's like inevitable. That's like the exact reason why I try not to ever watch other people's reviews if I know I'm personally going to review a product, because it's like, it's human nature. I know, especially with my like friends here on YouTube, because we do all have such similar thoughts and tastes and opinions, that I feel like if they said something, I would be on the lookout for that, especially if it was negative. So like for sure, I can guarantee you that I have. I try not to, I really do, but I know that I definitely have. I can't think of like a particular instance, but I know that I have. And then the last question, things other creators do that get on your nerves. For some reason, this really tickles my pickle. When channels tell you to like and subscribe first thing in the video before anything's ever happened. Bitch, I don't know if I like your video. Like, don't tell me what to do. That's really it, though. That's the only thing that I can think of. That and, like, not appreciating your audience, blatantly taking advantage of their patronage, like, that's the shit that really grinds my gears. But for some reason, the only thing I can think of when I'm reading this question is that I cannot stand it when, before your video even starts, before you've said anything, you tell people to like and subscribe. Am I the only person that thinks that's annoying? That's so annoying. And with that, I don't know why whenever I end a video, we're like at the car wash. And with that, that is my Truthful YouTuber tag. I will link Mel's video down below, of course. I will link the questions. I guess not link, I will leave the questions down below. It's common knowledge that in a tag video, no one actually ever tags anybody anymore. If you want to do this tag, consider yourself tagged. And that is everything that I have. If you liked this video, see, it's at the end. If you liked this video, if you like tag videos, and if you like me, please hit like and subscribe. You can also follow me on my Instagram, which is also SpookyLessandFatHips, to keep up with my personal life and what products I'm buying, what I'm testing, etc. You can also check out my Patreon, which is where I keep all my spooky content if you're looking for some not so makeup related content from me. And that's everything I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys! Don't speculate about that brand.